Hey, everybody, how's it going? John here, host of Chains. What are you up to? Who's all in the chat? Let us know. See Larry's out there. I see Jeanette out there. That's it. I see Larry and Jeanette. Oh, I see Chris out there too. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Let me know. Hat's done. Finish the project. There you go. See? And this way, don't finish projects, then I can't show you. Gone. Oh, it's here. It's not like showing it to you. So I'm working on my cowl now. Ear warmer, neck warmer, whatever you want to call it. What what do you got on the go? Oh, hey Liz, what do you got on the go, Annie? What are you working on?
I'm working on the hat pattern of the hat you just finished. And I am using Karen's cinnamon swirl cake in chocolate swirl. It looks like ice cream.
Can we see it? Can we see it? Is it a big secret?
Well, it's a big secret.
Of course it is.
Right,
I want to see that. I want to see the hat.
Well, I don't have it done. No. I've been making cookies and treats and yummy stuff and wrapping presents. I haven't had time.
You've had all week to do that.
You do realize this is the second time I've made cookies. This is why I don't make cookies ahead, because every time I do it, they eat them all before Christmas, and I have to make more.
You make them and freeze them, or you make them and hide them. There's a cupboard right there. You can open that cupboard right there and stick them right in there.
Oh no, ain't no food going in with my yarn.
They're in a container.
No.
That's what those big margarine tubs are for. You throw cookies in. But
yes.
It's like those shortbread cookie boxes. Always got sewing supplies. So you might as well stick cookies in them.
Good job.
Stick cookies in one of them, and then have a whole stack of them and find out which one has the cookies in. Sewing supplies. Buttons. Needles. Cookies.
I actually do have a lot of craft supplies in those, as well as some in the kitchen for treats. They just make me. I've made my usual, which is really weird. I made my usual cookie dough recipe. Same amounts always use. Same size cookie or scoop. And instead of having 24 cookies this time, I had 30. And I was like,
obviously somebody wasn't eating the batter this time.
Could be, because I made these after he went to work. Hey, Liz. Hey, Larry. Hi, Jeanette.
There you go. See? So every time he's home, you're missing a half dozen cookies before they're made.
I'm telling you. My sister, she was here for about 2 hours today. And he was just running back and forth. He was reading while we were chit-chatting. And he got up like 8, 9 times, went in the kitchen, came back with something to eat. And she was looking at him. She looked at me and I said, I told you. I said, he eats all the time. You would think the man would weigh 400 pounds the way he eats. Butthead. Love to have a metabolism like that.
Freaking Joe. Why is the links not working for her? Doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know. I still think she needs to delete her cookies. No more cookies, Anthony. Jeanette, how many more snow people have you gotten done? Oh, wow, 12? There's a lot of snow people. Before you know it, you're going to have an entire snow person city.
Hey, it's
No
Joe
person
having
city.
problems again.
Yep.
See that. Let me go right in there. What could make a difference, but
Is hubby doing bingo tomorrow? They are, aren't they?
yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah, that's what I did last time when she got in. Let's see if that works again for her.
What did you do?
Well, I went in on my phone, copied it from my phone in here, then sent it to her from there. Okay, works.
Yep. Hello, Joe.
Okay, so now I know. Now I know what I gotta do
did say
just for
I
you,
sent it to
Joe.
her and
Why? What happened? Why does it not work on mine anymore?
Well, I went in on my phone and took it right from the room on my phone and sent it to you from there.
Oh, okay.
But it works for everybody
I just
else,
have
so
to.
I don't know.
I just have to be difficult. That's what Jess had to do too.
Well, if I try on my cell phone, I still get that error. But I'm on my computer, so I don't ever have it. But I can get on my own account, on my own StreamYard account on my phone with no problem.
It's others.
hmm
But I've always been able to get through, and until just the last few times. I don't know.
Jeanette said after today she needs to keep busy. Larry said be right back. Liz said hello, Connie, and hello, Joe.
Hello.
And Jeanette's got 12 snow people done.
Cool.
Oh, hello, everyone.
Yes. Two more days. And I can
Couple
rest. Just two more.
days.
So, what is everyone doing tonight?
I am just going to crochet tonight because I've been in that kitchen most of the day and I think I'm done in there tonight.
I'm crocheting. Let's see, what did I do today? I didn't, well, we went to church, and our church is so far away that I didn't get back until almost 2. And then, let's see, after that, what did I do? Oh, I wrapped some more presents, the last of the presents. I crocheted. I made pierogies and sausage for dinner. So,
You know what? Here's something really weird. I love potatoes. I love potatoes. I don't like pierogies.
there's people who don't. My daughter, my oldest grandson, my oldest granddaughter, they hate pierogies. but I love them, and so does my husband. And
I made them, and then I told Bill, I was like, well, maybe my homemade ones there was something off, so I bought some frozen ones, and we tried those, and we still didn't like them.
how did you make them?
I could not verbatim tell you. I did it from a Food Network video.
Okay, so my husband, he used to drop them in boiling water, and they would start to fall apart. And I did not like that. I liked the taste. I did not like the texture. Well, I don't let him cook stuff like that anymore. He did that when I was working and he cooked every night. But now he cooks breakfast and occasionally, oh, if we're having sloppy joes, he likes to make sloppy joes. So he does it. But the pierogies, what I do is I thaw them halfway out and I put some olive oil in the frying pan and I put the sausage, the kielbasa or turkey sausage, whatever, in there, and I start to sear it. Then I throw the pierogies right into the frying pan, and then I pour over red pepper roasted Alfredo sauce over the top of it, and let it just saute for 10 minutes, and I love them.
Okay, I've tried the boiled. I'll try them like that. Maybe we'll like them that way.
Yeah, boiling, the thing is
Okay, so
what?
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, boiling
Go
makes
ahead.
them soggy, and they start to fall apart, and I don't like that.
I
Okay.
thought they were.
So in Canada, we boil the frozen pierogies, and when
Really?
they're cooked, like we, yeah. So take your frozen pierogies, throw in the pot of boiling water. They'll sink. When they rise, you pull them out. Then you fry
Mm-hmm.
them up, and then you
Well,
fry
see,
them up
that
with your
might
bacon and your onions and your sausages.
well, that might work. My husband didn't do that though. He would just boil them and
They
then
were
put them
thawed
in
out.
he'd just boil,
No.
put them in frozen in the water, boil them, take them out, put the sauce on them, and cook and give them to us. But I could see that if you did boil them and still put them in the frying pan, that would work.
Yeah, that's the way we always have. That's actually the way they do in the restaurants too, up here.
I may have to try that.
Jeanette said they took X-rays today.
How did that go for you?
Now you give me some steamed dumplings, or what do they call them? Yeah, no dumplings.
Pierogi.
No,
Yeah, pierogies.
like dumplings.
Yeah,
Oh
pierogies.
man, I like
Pro-
this. Not
pierogi. A pierogi is just a pierogi is just a potato dumpling.
I know, but
A gyoza is a Chinese dumpling. It's the exact same thing.
it's
Yes,
not with mashed potatoes in it.
but my dumplings don't have anything in them, and they are not a biscuit dumpling. They are more of a dough that I roll out and make, cut them into rectangles, and they're thicker. I love them.
That's just upstate dumplings. That's how they make dumplings in upstate New York. That's why I call them upstate dumplings.
Well, my mother learned how to make them in Texas. That's how they make them in Texas.
Here, like if you go anywhere in the Appalachians, it's a biscuit dumpling.
Yeah. My friend who is from Alabama, she makes them the same way I do. And my mother, who grew up in Texas, that's how she makes them.
Jeanette said they found an area on her right lung that they want to do a biopsy on, but she told them no. Hello, Angela. Hey,
Hi,
Greg.
Angela. Hi, Greg.
I'm sorry to hear that, Jeanette.
I hope you
Hi,
get
Greg,
some
Angela.
relief.
Well, if they do a biopsy, they might be able to take it right out, which would make the most sense, wouldn't it? Honestly.
Yeah.
Well, while you're in there, just cut it all out.
Yeah. So what I did on this blanket, let me show you. Of course, it's not done yet.
Why
So,
not?
because I haven't been able to work that much on it. So I did 5 rows down here on the bottom. That's just half double. And then I did 1 row with 1 half double space, 1 half double space. So I did half double chain, half double chain, half double. Okay. And then I did 5, did that again, did 5, did that again, did 5, did that again, did 5, did that again. Now I'm just going to do straight half double until I get to where I have this much left on the other end. And then I'll repeat this on the other end of the baby blanket. But I'm just trying to think of how I probably need to go. What do you think? The center should be as thick as the bottom and the top? What do you think?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I will do. That's what I was thinking, because I still have 3 full skeins and this. So I think I have plenty. Oh wait, maybe I don't have 3 full skeins. Oh yes, I do.
I swear, my lips are so chapped. The doctor said if they do surgery, the cancer would spread at a faster speed through my body. And yes,
That can happen.
that can happen. Yes.
You need to go down to Seattle Grace, see Grace. Just get her to fucking just cut it right out right away. Oh, Jeanette, it's good that you came in right away. This could have been fatal for you. We'll get this fixed up for you in an hour. See?
Yeah, but that's not the way they do it.
Now Liz said,
Yeah, that's the way it's done. Every TV show, everything's solved. All problems are solved in an hour, unless it's a sequel. Then it takes 2 hours to do.
yeah,
Everybody's cured and fixed up.
Yeah, Liz said that happened to her too 4 years ago, and they removed one.
A quarter inch of her right lung.
Yep.
A lobectomy.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, there are some cancers that when oxygen hits it, it grows exponentially faster.
Yeah, that's like what my mom had.
They can do it in a hyperbaric chamber then. Imagine that.
If they do that, yeah.
That's why they make it. That's why they do surgical. You get into the hyperbaric chambers.
Well, I know. So when I'm ready to get my teeth, I won't be on camera for a while.
Why?
Okay.
Because I'm older, and because of the way my jaw is, as you get older, your jaw shrinks. They said that when they pull the teeth, it will cause them to swell. If they put the teeth on them right then within 6 weeks, the swelling will go down and the teeth will be too loose.
Yep.
So I have to have teeth pulled, wait 6 weeks to have teeth done. So
we'll see, but that's what they said about Carrie's teeth too, right? So they waited and then they went to put her partial in, and it didn't fit, and then it was she had pain after that. Whereas mine, when they took out my whole uppers, put my plate right in, not a problem.
Well, yes, but
And I've had the same plate the whole for 6 years now.
yeah, but
Yes, they've adjusted my soft fill in it a couple times, but that's about it.
I don't know. This is what they want to do. They'll give me a partial, they'll give me one to put to wear, but they want to wait until all the swelling is down. It's okay. My husband said he won't go in public with me for 6 weeks, and I won't be on camera.
But you won't be able to.
I'll just blend everything up. I don't have a problem.
No, don't. That's the worst. That's the worst.
Why?
Because it was hard enough for me going a week without meat. Like being able to chew meat for a week, that was bad enough.
You can blend meat.
It doesn't taste the same.
No.
I know.
John, I lived like that from the time I was 9 till I was 22 because of a bleeding ulcer. I know. It tastes like crap.
I tasted it before. A friend of mine had his jaw got broke, and they had to wire his jaw shut. He had to have his
wire shut
for 6 weeks, and so he had to drink everything through a straw. And he let me taste it, and it was fine. And I may not even try to eat meat. I probably will try and do beans, because you get protein from beans, and yogurt.
Well, you can always do smoothies too.
And smoothies with cottage cheese. And that's all protein. Huh?
Suck tofu through a straw. Suck some tofu through a straw. It'll work the same.
SpaghettiOs.
I can't stand tofu.
I did SpaghettiOs through a straw that you get from McDonald's because they're bigger straws.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what you're doing. You're shooting all your meat into tofu. Suck it through a straw.
Yeah, thank you.
No, I think I will stick with beans and yogurt, and because I already eat yogurt and cottage cheese and beans, I'll just eat more of it to get all the protein. Plus, I have protein powder.
Fruits.
Huh?
Fruit.
Oh, fruit. That's not protein, but that's good for you, and I can do that too.
Get you some peanut butter powder and make you peanut butter milkshake.
Just make milkshakes.
I have peanut butter powder.
There you go. Yeah, make peanut butter milkshake, pure protein.
Yeah.
I would just eat milkshakes the whole time.
I probably will, because it's stuff that's good. I told my husband if he didn't want to go in public with me, that was okay. I could wear a mask if he wanted me to. And then he's like, no. I'm like, then don't say you're not going to go in public with me.
Craig wants to know if that's your neck warmer, John. And he also said eggs.
Yeah, eggs is protein, and you can put eggs in smoothies.
I don't want raw egg.
Not just raw eggs.
Huh? Yeah, that's raw eggs. Or I could.
Don't want no raw egg.
Or I could boil it or fry it and then blend it up and put it in there. I don't care.
Or eat it with a spoon. Well, yeah. No, you can eat it with a spoon.
You probably could eat it with a spoon. Eggs are soft enough.
Oh, yeah. They are definitely soft.
Just make double eggs. Just make a bunch of double eggs and put them in a blender.
Because poached eggs are really tender.
My husband makes hard-boiled eggs, soft hard-boiled eggs in the house. He has them in the house all the time. All I have to do is throw them in the blender, and they'll be fine.
Okay, what's a soft hard-boiled egg?
It's a hard-boiled egg, but the yolk is still yolky.
Or it's just barely cooked.
Oh,
like gelled.
So it's a soft-boiled egg for dunking your little soldiers into.
Yeah, Ron does it where it's not runny anymore, but it's just barely not runny. And that's
they just cooked all the way through.
Yeah, so it's
like a 3.5 minute egg.
Yeah. And then I love Rocky Road ice cream, and it's got nuts. So what I will do is,
Blended egg.
huh?
Blended egg.
Stop.
I'm
Just
gonna
stop.
blend it up. Blend it up,
Rocky needs raw eggs.
huh?
Rocky needs raw eggs, snotty eggs. Oh no. The only reason you would call them snotty eggs, Greg, is if the white isn't cooked.
Oh yeah, that
And
cannot.
that's
I will
gross.
not eat that if it's that way.
So Connie, what
No,
you're saying is you can't go 6 weeks with nuts in your mouth, so you gotta put them in the blender.
sure, John. Sure.
That's actually a show, John.
I just bought two bags of nuts recently because my husband loves nuts, but he can't chew nuts, and so I told him I'll just blend them up and put them in his ice cream.
Oh,
Ow.
oh,
What, you
my
want to
God,
cross me?
so bad.
I will blend your nuts.
Oh God, I'm not saying that to him. No,
I'd say
he
it to
would.
Bill. John,
Oh.
John heard how I talked to Bill.
Oh, I say things to Ron, but not that. If I say that, he won't even eat it.
Bill would just come back with me at me with something even worse.
Oh, well, Ron, we go back and forth with each other all day long.
It's how we show our love.
Mm-hmm. I told Ron he gets in these things that he says, and then I'll respond, and then he'll do it again and again, over and over and over again, because he wants me to respond the same way. And so finally, I'll say, I'm not a puppet, and so I on purposely don't respond the same way. And he goes, "That's no fun." And I said, "That's the game that you want to play."
Larry said when he was lifting weights, he would drink half a dozen raw eggs. Larry, my brothers did the same thing when they were lifting weights.
My brother does.
More power to you, but I ain't eating no raw egg.
Not my brother, my son. He does it every day.
Gross.
Yep. That's what I say.
Nope, I don't think I could do it.
My dog likes a raw egg.
Now, I do give my dogs raw eggs. It's good for their coat.
Yes, it is.
Hola, Maritza.
Hello, Maritza.
Hello, Marissa.
Hey, Maritza.
Hey. No, I ain't gonna finish that. Just use your imagination.
So I think before I put that painting on the website, I'm going to change the nose.
I knew you was gonna say that.
I am. I don't like how long it is. I'll just back it up a little bit, bring it up a little bit higher, and put more of the cheek, the mouth below it. It will take me 5 minutes to do that. No big deal. I wasn't happy with it.
Are you going to add the other part of the ribbon too?
Yes. I can't believe I forgot that.
It's just on the other side where you can't see.
Yeah, or the cat was playing with it and took it off. It ripped off.
Raw oysters are protein, but they're the same texture as a raw egg, and
Right? That's not going in my mouth. Oh.
So you could take that ribbon and make it look like the cat's got it under its paw.
Oh, I could do that. That would be easy.
It almost looks like a Scotty Terrier.
It kind of does, but the ears are wrong.
And the eyebrows are wrong.
Yeah. So I'm just going to back up the nose closer to the eyes. And then I think I'll do the ribbon, have it swirling up and underneath the paw. Or I could even put it underneath the paw and through its mouth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. I will probably do that on Christmas Day because we're not doing anything Christmas Day. other than having chili and cornbread. My daughter will be still gone. My grandson has to work, doesn't get home until 3 o'clock that day. But I do need to set up my life for Thursday. I have to decide, okay, so I got to decide what I'm going to do. I know what painting, I have it in my head what painting I'm going to do for Sunday. Because it'll
Murder
only be,
thing?
huh?
A murder thing?
Yeah.
My
No.
God.
No.
Christy,
It's going to have something to do with New Year's Eve.
Chris
Like I said, a murder thing.
has the consistency of loogies. Just saying. And yes, I agree.
Murder things happen a lot, a lot on New Year's.
Yeah.
Drinking's involved and tempers flare. Next thing you know, it's a massacre.
You know, someone might call the cops on me for doing something like that. My gosh.
Doubt it.
Hey, Chris K. Oh, gross.
That's just like boiled okra. It's like a
Yep.
bunch of snot.
Nope.
No, thank you.
Wicked stuff.
No.
Can't do that. Hey, Chris K. Steamed oysters sounds like it would be okay, but I don't eat oysters, so no thanks.
A lot of people tell me that I can't make gumbo without
It's fine.
putting okra in it. And I was like, I can make a gumbo without putting okra in it because I do make gumbo without okra in it. I said, it's just not traditional.
I will tell you, I do put okra in my gumbo, and it's not a snotty consistency that you think of. I don't know if it's because of the tomatoes that's in there or all of the different ingredients. It does not have that consistency.
I think it does have the consistency, and the seeds that are in the okra, I can't stand those.
Oh, okay.
They pop when you bite it, and I
like that.
nope, don't like that. Connie,
Okay.
are you going to paint the murder cat for John?
The what?
The murder cat.
America.
We'll see on that.
Maybe she'll do it for us for Halloween.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. My daughter, I think, would probably just completely
Lose it.
lose it if I did that, because she loves cats.
No, the cat as the murderer.
Oh,
The murder cat. Not
Yeah,
the cat's murder.
not a murder cat, not a dead cat, but a cat is murdered. A murderer cat.
okay.
Walking away in there's little red footprints.
That's an idea. I'll think on that.
With the
But
grit.
I do need some ideas for Thursday night. I will not.
We just gave you one.
Here you go.
No. No.
You can paint Max, a cat killing Max, the dog from the Grinch. Because it stole its dinner.
No. I love fried okra.
Greg, okra is a color, but that's ochre, not okra.
Yeah.
Jeanette says she just wants this month to end, and Chris K says now he's allergic to seafood and does not miss oyster. Hello, Jeannie.
Hey, Jeannie. Yeah, so I need some ideas for Thursday night live. I may not take your ideas, but that will get me on the right direction. I need some ideas.
the view from a high rise of fireworks for the New Year's,
I've done that before. I do have an idea.
or of the ball falling.
Herb sent me a picture, but I don't know if it would go with that. I think I'll save that one for another time. So, what did you say, Annie?
Or the ball falling. A picture of the ball falling.
I think that's been overdone.
Well, do the thing they do in Texas where it's the steer's horns instead of a ball. Have it come down, settling on top of the steer's head. Not a live one, of course. That would probably hurt.
So a big New Year's party with half the people passed out everywhere. It'd be a New Year's.
Oh, how about a champagne glass with people swimming in it with a Happy New Year's over it?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Well, one of the painting I was thinking of doing is a champagne glass with an ornament floating in it.
That'd be cute too.
I was going to do that for Sunday, but I guess I could do that for my live and do something different for Sunday.
How about like a giant martini glass with a Christmas scene underneath it?
Well, for my Sunday night one, because my live, I can't do a lot of detail because it takes too long to do the small detail. That's why I don't usually do really detailed.
Oh, you're
There's your swap.
You are done.
There's your swap.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
There's your swap.
Yeah.
You said you was going to do the other one for Sunday.
Right.
No.
Or snow globe. Have you ever done a snow globe?
The other day, last week, with the snowman, snow woman, and their children.
Oh my God! Yes, and I was watching. I was sitting right here watching that.
I know.
Aren't you the one that got that?
Yes, probably, but that's my memory here lately.
Yeah. So, I think that I will do that.
I do think you should do in the springtime, like around Easter, or just at like maybe the first day of spring, somewhere around in there.
Mm-hmm.
A snow globe with a field of flowers and butterflies.
You'll have to remind me because I like that idea. I love snow globes. I've got several.
Yes, of all kinds.
I want more. I don't have as many as I'd like.
For years, I had it was just like a dried arrangement of pine cones and fall flowers, like mums and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I had, and it was under a dome. Had that absolutely. I had it. I think I got it when I was 17. I bought it just because I literally fell in love with it, and I wasn't the kind. I was not a flower girl. I didn't have a lot of flowers or anything. It's not my usual thing that I would go for. But for some reason, the color combination in this, I fell in love with it. I had that until I think me and Bill had been married for 8 years. And his sister come over and was getting snarky, and she threw her arm out and hit it and shattered it.
Ooh.
I was not happy.
Yeah, I could see that.
Now, she swore up and down it was an accident, but I still question it. John, motorboat the model for Murder Cat.
Yes.
The short answer, yes.
So therefore, she's going to be murdering me.
God. My cat, when I was a teenager, used to catch gophers and all these little animals, and she'd bring it in the house, and when we would be eating, and she would start throwing it up and down, and so this dead animal would be flying up and down, and I'm like, my mom had to lock her out of the house while we ate because it was disgusting.
Chris K says Connie the murder cat can kill Yarn. That would be cute.
That would be cute. And Yarn is easy to paint.
Well, it's just a bunch of lines.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's listening, Motorboat. Go play.
Okay, so thumbnails have fireworks on it. For the thumbnail. Let's see. I'm going to show you wait. There is 2 different ones. You guys tell me which one you like. Of course, all the wording won't be there. I'll take that off and put my own. Which one do you like, top or bottom?
Bottom.
Joe, which one do you like?
Can you make her big, John, so I can see better, please?
Can't get in, can't see.
Not having a good night. I like the top.
Well, the words won't be there. I'll take those words off, put my own words. But the
Okay.
background will be the same.
Okay, yeah, then the bottom.
You guys like the bottom? Okay, that's what I'll do then. Because I'm going to take it off. I'll show you. Oops. Oh no, I can't use that one. I can't
Okay.
use that one.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
Because it wants me to pay for it. I can find some other ones. Hold on. Okay. There's this one.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, that's nice.
You like that one? Okay. I'm going to give you another one to look at just to make sure. There's this one.
First one.
Okay. Okay, first one it is. This one right here, right? No, wait. This one.
Yeah.
Okay. I can do that.
Oh, I remember what those are for. Those are for that. I had a little packet of screws on my desk, and I was trying to remember where they came from.
Mm.
It's for my pencil sharpener.
You're not getting anything, Motorboat. Knock it off.
That's how we're gonna put it.
Maybe you can talk Zach into giving you something, but I'm not doing it.
She's on one today, isn't she?
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, she blew it. She's the one that got into the hand that Zach left. But he should be in trouble too, and he is.
Mm-hmm.
But he knows not to be on my table. Yeah, you got in trouble, didn't you? Yes, you did. Yeah. Now go lay down. No, go lay down. Do it anyway. Do it. Wow. Yourself.
One.
Wow.
I was actually saying now. Now.
She was like, meow, yeah. Then I went, meow, she just like jumped, meow, right back. Meow, 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 meow. You're still not getting anything. No, nope.
I need to stop yawning.
I've been yawning all day. Yeah, I think it was because I was taking meds all night for pain.
I think mine was because I finally sat down.
No, no, no.
I always work myself to death through the holidays. I don't know really honestly why. I don't think anybody but Bill appreciates it.
Red, I got it ready.
She's really telling me off now.
Yes, she is.
I make peanut butter cookies too. I was going to make the oatmeal cranberry, but I think the peanut butter would everybody will like them more. I'll save the cranberry oatmeal ones and make them for myself.
Yeah, sounds much better.
I like both.
We have, I don't know, but like if you go like to a food bank or something here, they give you like 3 jars of peanut butter, and it's I don't know, it's like got oil and crap all over it.
Oh, it's natural. You just got to stir it in.
No, I drain it. It's like ugh.
If you stir it in, you get a creamier peanut butter. Otherwise, it's kind of grainy.
So I use that for making cookies because I'm not using my Jif for cookies. It's just not going to happen.
Oh, I do. I think that just makes good cookies.
Not when I'm sharing them out with everybody else. No.
If I'm making cookies, I'm gonna use. I just because Jif is that's one of the few like name brand things that I buy.
Mhm.
How does this look?
Oh yeah.
Very
Okay.
cool.
Okay. I will.
Yeah, I'm like, I buy Kraft mac and cheese and Jif peanut butter, and Zach likes Skippy. The
Jif is
super
my
chunky.
favorite.
He likes the super chunky Skippy. Okay.
I like peanut. I like smooth or crunchy. I don't.
I can't
crunchy.
stand crunchy.
Me either. It's gonna be
If
creamy.
I'm gonna make peanut butter cookies. You might as well get crunchy. Makes it yeah.
And the shit. My God, motorboat.
Of course, generally, I'll be honest. When I make peanut butter cookies here, I make them for myself because Bill and Anthony don't eat them.
Well, I'm gonna make some take down to Dad's.
So I usually just
Everybody likes them, and every time I show up at Dad's, did you make peanut butter cookies? No, Dad. Well, why not? Oh, because I didn't. He said, well, Megan won't make me anything like that. And I said, have you asked her?
between parchment paper sheets and then score them with a knife, freeze them, and then break them into squares. Because I did that, and Bill's like, "Oh, you got the just break and bake," and I was like, "That's mine." And he thought I was lying, and I went and got some of the store bought ones, made them and let him blind taste test them. He goes, "Oh, I can taste the difference." I said, "Mine tastes more like peanut butter."
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have to take some Tylenol sinus. I've got to figure out what it is I'm allergic to.
Shortbread cookies are
Oh.
Christmas to me. I
Oh,
love
yes.
shortbread cookies.
Shortbread cookies and tea.
Yeah, I love the shortbread cookies. Good.
I am a coffee drinker, but I also like my tea.
I love my tea. Okay, the live is set up for Thursday. So
Oolong is my actual favorite tea, or I drink herbal.
I love. Okay, so I drink loaded teas at night. I drink green tea all day long, and then in the afternoon I have a cup of hot peppermint tea.
Not big on peppermint. I will take, and I'm not. I mean, I like my lemongrass and ginger tea that I drink a lot.
Hmm.
But as for flavored teas, I have an apple tea that when it tastes like you're biting into an apple fresh off the tree.
Yeah.
I,
Hi, Chandra.
Sandra.
Hi, Chandra.
No, I just like regular sweet tea.
Yeah,
You know, made with Splenda, you know, but yeah.
and I love passion tea. Passion tea has it's just very tart, and it's got a really good depth, and it's blood red.
Yeah, just, you know, I don't like flavored tea.
It's not flavored. It's just that's the tea because it's
But it's
made from
tart.
pepper.
I don't want a tart tea.
And I make that, and it makes excellent iced tea. It does a punch with it. I make
I
that
think them
strong, and then he mixes it with either 7-Up or Sprite in the summertime, and he really likes that. Very refreshing.
See, I don't drink soda pops. That would never work for me.
And
And
I like fruit juice. I like a fruit juice with Sprite or 7-Up, whichever. I don't care.
I have not had
These
soda
here.
pop in my body in 30 something years.
Oh god, that's horrible.
no, I don't drink
Okay.
like something like that, but I let it go flat.
The syrup makes me sick.
It's
Um,
when it mixes with that passion tea, where it's so tart, it kind of cancels out most of the sweetness in the soda, and it's just
uh-huh.
like the perfect amount of sweet and tart together, without it being uber sweet or super tart.
For me,
Yeah, we like the V8 Splash with like Sprite Zero.
well, see, for me, I used to start my day with a cup of coffee and then immediately with soda pop.
Uh, I start my day with a Diet Dew.
Well, I would drink that. I would drink 32-ounce mugs, 3 or 4 of them a day with soda because I could go to the gas station down the road and pay 40 cents to get it filled up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd drink them all the way till nighttime. And then, I don't know, I started getting sick, upset stomachs and stuff. So I switched to diet, thinking that that's what it was. And then I was still getting sick. And then I switched to Fresca. I was able to drink that
Oh
for a
wow,
while.
back there.
Yeah, I was able to drink that for a long time. But then that even started irritating my stomach. And if I drink a lot of juices, I have the same issue. So it's like, you know what? It's not even worth it. And I don't get sick like that unless I drink those. So something in it, in the syrup or something, it could be allergic reaction. I don't know. I get sick.
Yeah, I've been drinking more waters, and I don't know why.
I drink
I just
lots of.
happened because I've been getting. I got a. Oh, they had it on clearance over at Walmart several weeks ago. It's like a 40-ounce thermos.
Hmm.
So I cram it full of ice and then water because I buy bottled water. That's like we go refill jugs.
Yeah, Sandra. Yeah,
My husband won't drink it. It's gonna be ice cold.
my husband doesn't drink soda. My granddaughter has never drank soda in her whole life. She cannot stand it. My grandson does not like soda. Um, my daughter only drinks a Mountain Dew if she goes out to dinner. But other than that, she does not drink it. My grandson that lives here, he does not drink soda. I don't know.
Mm. Apparently, I was the first one that gave Michaela a drink of soda.
Okay, so
I didn't know she wasn't supposed to have it.
okay,
You
so
know.
when Kendrick was 6 weeks old, he grabbed my drink and put the straw in his mouth, and he sucked on it and got tea. And every time he saw my mug, he wanted my tea. So I'm like, okay, whatever, you can drink tea. So he has always drank tea. All my other grandkids love tea, except for my grandson that lives with us. He's not a huge fan of tea, but he loves water. But yeah, he Kendrick is 6 months old. We went to a restaurant and they said, "And what will the baby like?" We've got apple juice. We got da da da. And I said, "Just a tea will work." And they're like, "What? A tea?" I'm like, "Sweet tea. He loves it."
Yeah.
You know,
And
Chandra,
Michaela's
that may be
face.
my problem. The acid in it, because
Yeah.
that acid is in it. It's also in a lot of fruit juices, but I love orange juice, so I drink a very small amount.
Sunny D's the only type I'll drink. It's not really an orange juice, but I like it.
Yeah, I don't. Sunny D, I used to drink it, but now if I'm gonna drink orange juice, it's only from McDonald's, because I love
Mm-hmm.
their
It's
uh
tart. I don't like tart. I like sweet.
yeah, the tart doesn't bother me. I can suck that down. But
I mean, yeah, but Michaela, the first time I gave her a drink, it was a drink I had from Sonic. It was like the sugar. It was like Sprite Zero made with a sugar-free cherry syrup.
yeah.
You're like, yeah. And she was just, and she was little. Of course she's little now too, but she wanted a drink of it, and I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. And so she took a little drink, and she just made a face and looked at me and went for more.
I
And I
think he's
was
having a
like,
smoke break, Sandra.
and I was like, yeah, that's enough.
Go.
He's right there. I could see his leg.
Yeah.
He's there.
Yeah, but well, Mike up there, or down there at Dad, they have a Sonic, and we don't have one here. I go over there just for the ice.
Now we were buying bags.
Ice.
We were buying bags of ice, like 4 and 5, 6 a week. So we bought a bullet ice maker that sits on the counter, and that's what our loaded teas are made with.
Yeah, because we like the Sonic ice because it's little bitty pebbles.
Yeah. Well, we
You
couldn't
can
get
eat
it.
it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
when I get a drink over there, I always get Michaela a small little cup of ice, and then I get a cup of ice, and we go home, and I have a drink, and then
So
she's like,
that was 90% of my teeth problems is because I grew up eating ice. We would always
yeah,
and
and
all year round, crunching on it. And he said it super cools the enamel on your teeth and causes it to hairline fracture.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but Michaela, she's like, what did you get me? And I was like, ice, and she's like, I love ice. I know.
Yep.
So it's usually in the summertime when we're sitting outside. And it's hot, so we'll just munch on ice, and then we drink our water that we have left, and
Yep.
I'm not buying her sugared stuff or anything like that. So
Yes.
whatever.
Or chewing on it.
If I do get her anything, it's like an apple juice or something like that, some kind of juice.
Oh, Cash. Oh, man. I'll be back. Oh, God.
Okay.
That does not sound good.
He must have pooped, peed, or threw up.
Farted.
Or farted.
Yeah, something.
Right.
When
Probably
Zach
just
was
farted.
little, we used to get him bug juice.
Oh, yeah.
The
My
little
kids
things
used-
of bug juice. Yeah.
My
Those
grandkids.
are good for
those.
traveling because they had the little pop up thing, and
Yep. My grandkids love those. Well, they're starting to grow out of them. The younger ones will still get them sometimes.
I'll get them for Michaela once in a while.
What's
Huh?
bug juice?
It's
What's
just a
bug juice?
little bottle of juice that has a little picture of a bug on it.
And it has
Different flavors.
The top pops up and down so they can close it so if they drop it doesn't spill.
Yeah, it's just something for they got different flavors, and it's just called bug juice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kids like it.
Hi, Mary. Crafty Corner.
Yeah, that's all it is. Just juice. I used to get it from like in a gas station if we were, getting some snacks for our trip or something like that on the way. Because that way, he wasn't going to spill it, and if it did fall over, it wouldn't spill a whole lot. But on my the back seat where he was, I had a towel on the back seat just in case. But yeah, I got him that circle cup for Christmas
Right.
with the flavors, and he's like, "Oh, this is good." He said, "Here, try it," and I was like, "It tastes like freaking water." You can't taste that, and I was like, "Oh, it needs more flavor for me." And he said, "You can adjust it." And I was like, "What do you have it on?" He's like, 5. I said, "What's it go to?" He's like, 10. I said, "I need the 10." So he put it on 10. I tried it. I was like, "No, that's better." But it wouldn't last as long, the filter. I was like,
Right.
"You drink it how you want. That's yours."
Yeah. Mary, we were just talking that, like, I don't drink soda pop. Shanda doesn't drink soda pop. Joe loves soda pop. Drinks it.
I am soda pop.
And I drink green juice, green tea,
Or
and
green juice, whatever.
sometimes I drink loaded teas, and I drink green tea.
Yeah, I like sweet tea and Kool-Aid as well.
I won't drink Kool-Aid because I cannot drink it. It's too sugary.
I do the singles to go.
Well, I mean, I drink those singles to go drinks. That's in my loaded tea. It's one tea to one of those flavors.
Yeah.
And so like tonight I had what was it? Oh, I have the package because I have to order some more. Where'd I stuff that package at? Pomegranate.
Where you get it from Walmart?
Cranberry pomegranate with green tea, I think it was. I don't know where that package went.
I get the flavored ones that also help with dehydration stuff.
Oh yeah, I get those ones too. This one.
I get them from Walmart. And
Oh, there it is.
He's like, "Can I have one?" I was like, "You can have whatever you want."
So this is the one that I really like. My favorite. It's the 4C cranberry pomegranate.
Okay.
And I'll mix it sometimes with Tea, sometimes I'll go ahead and mix it with, I like it with strawberry and then tea too. But I have one 32-ounce mug of that every evening. But this is green tea.
Mom used to like that chamomile tea a lot. She said it
I'm not,
helped with her stomach, because she had cancer and stuff, and she said it would help. So,
yeah, I'm not a fan of
yeah.
chamomile.
She's like, here, try it. I was like, whoa.
Actually, actually,
But
I
yeah.
do. Chamomile is okay. What I don't like is chai.
Oh, I don't like that either.
Do not like
I
chai.
said, I haven't really found a flavored tea or anything like that that I like. I just like plain old tea.
There's a place here in Kansas. It's in Wichita, and they've got hundreds and hundreds of tea flavors. And you can have them. They'll mix it for you. They have all these different mixes, and some of them I have found is really, really good, and some of them I just throw it away. I can't stand it.
Maybe chocolate.
There was a chocolate one, and I didn't like it.
No.
I got it because I love chocolate. No, not in my tea.
No. Mm.
But there was I can't even remember the flavors, but it's called the Spice Merchant, and they have a website. You can order it from all over the world. They have some really amazing teas and coffees.
Did you ever order any of those syrups we were looking at before for diabetic?
Those what?
We were looking at different syrups they had at that one site I gave you.
Oh, no, I have not. I probably need to because my
I
husband,
just wondered if you found any that you liked.
my husband is. I like to have him mix his flavors because he gets on a flavor and then he just drinks it all in a day or two. And so he loves grape and he loves green apple. Now, green apple, you can't really mix it with anything, so he just has 2 green apples. But the grape tastes so good with other flavors mixed into it. And so every day he brings he brings a great big box that we have of the singles. He says, will you pick me 2 flavors? So I do grape sometimes for him because he likes it. But I do other ones too. He said he hated cherry and he hated tropical punch. And those 2 mixed with other flavors is his favorite ones.
Okay.
Because he doesn't realize that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't taste like cherry or what did I say? Cherry or tropical punch. He also doesn't like. He says he doesn't like the orange. The orange tastes really good with anything tropical.
Yeah, that
Not
was.
tropical punch. I'm talking actual tropical, like passion fruit or melons or anything like that. Not so much melons, but like star fruit and stuff like that. That tastes good together. He's like, I don't like the orange. Like, you don't know what you like.
Well, he knows he likes grape.
Or purple grape. Ugh. Yuck. Concord grapes. Yuck.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Can't stand Concord grapes. Now, I love green grape juice. They don't have one of those, but
We have a white grape juice here at Walmart.
well, no, I'm talking about in the little flavor packets.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen it. I don't mind the juice, just the juice. I just can't drink a lot of it. I have a feeling Annie had to clean up a mess.
Yeah.
When it was storming really bad a week or so ago, my dog, the chihuahuas won't go out in the rain. And the little snot pooped on the floor. Luckily, he did it on the hardwood floor, so it's easy to clean up.
Actually, I've been back for like 10 minutes. I've been talking. I just forgot I was muted.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering why y'all weren't answering me. I asked you something. I was just like, I'm just gonna sit here crocheting, and I looked over. I was like, "You dummy!" No, he farted. I had to go find the freeze, the air, the air, because oh god, it was nasty.
I called it.
Yes, you did.
Bill was feeding him green beans off his plate, and I told him not to do that. Oh, green beans won't give him gas. Oh, ain't somebody getting in trouble tomorrow?
Except for, I will say, all of these dogs here all eat green beans in their food, and none of them have gas, hardly ever. And so I think it depends on the dog.
And what they're used to.
And what they're used to. That too, because I make Royce's food, and he gets green beans every day. Green beans, peas, and carrots, and butternut squash in with his food. It's mixed in with his food. My husband says, that's good enough to eat. It's human food. I said, you're not eating it. That's the dog's food.
See,
Like, but it's just
like pumpkin. He won't eat pumpkin if you mix it with his dog food. But if I take pumpkin and get like a soup bone and boil the soup bone down for a while and then cook the pumpkin in that water, he eats every bite of it.
Yeah. Well, with Royce, I just buy every few months. I go buy 2 butternut squash, cut them in half, take out all the seeds, put a little bit of water in a cake pan, put olive oil all over it. No salt, nothing, because dogs should not have salt. They shouldn't have spices. It can really mess up their systems. So I don't put no salt, nothing. I put it in the oven at 375 for 45 minutes. Pull it out and let it sit and cool completely. And then the skin just falls off pretty much. I throw it in the food processor and blend it up. And 2 of those will give me 7 bags of butternut squash. I just throw it in the freezer. And 1 bag goes in his food, and I make his food every 10 days. So it lasts 70 days. So I only have to do it like 3 times four or 5 times a year.
I work up the pumpkin because we're growing the pumpkins anyway. And I always make sure that we grow enough so that, because they get pumpkin once a month.
Mm-hmm.
If they get it any more than that, you have a lot of accidents.
Mm-hmm.
Month seems to be exact. Well, for him, we're checking it out with her so far. Once has been enough. Greg said our last dog slept in our bedroom and would whistle fart in her sleep. At least I think it was the dog. Better hope it was the dog. He's a gassy feller.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, I know.
Carrier she could clear an entire house.
See, like, okay, so before we realized that Royce was allergic to
everything.
Yeah. Well,
that's basically the way Buster was.
Well, he's allergic to chicken, and he's allergic to dog food, like kibble, unless you pay for the really super expensive ones. And I'm not going to do that. So ever since I started making his dog food, he hardly ever farts. Ever.
Now Buster had the only thing that we could feed him, and Bill would hunt once a year, get us a deer, and all of it we would you could mix it with brown rice, and
Hmm.
that's the only thing we could eat that he didn't have a reaction to, and he was allergic to fleas, and he was allergic to grass. Poor puppy dog. I mean, can you imagine being a dog and never being allowed to play in the grass?
Our little Bentley is allergic to the grass. If he goes out and lays on the grass, his belly breaks out.
Yep.
And Royce, I don't think he's allergic to the grass, but he's allergic to so many other things. I mean,
I used to feel sorry for him. He would like give in because he would like be in the driveway laying literally, in the dirt and gravel and be just longingly, and he would just get up and he would get up the top of the hill in the yard and roll all the way to the bottom. And within 20 minutes, his belly would just be like eye-searing pink where he had a reaction. I'm going like, in the house to take your Benadryl now.
yep.
It may be a bath.
Yeah, we'd have to bathe him. We had to put lotion on him, and then we'd have to give him his Benadryl.
Yeah, I do the Benadryl for him, and then I get, when it starts showing up, when he starts having issues, and then I take him to the vet and I give him an allergy shot, and that helps.
Well, I mean, we could have bought venison dog food from the vet, but it was like $87 for 16 pounds.
Mm.
And I
Holy
was
moly.
like looking at him, and he said, "What?" And I said, "I can't afford that." He said, "Well, this is the only thing that we've given him that he hasn't had a reaction to." And I said, "I can hunt a deer and cook it." And he goes, "Okay." He said, "That'll work too." And I was like, "Well, then that's what we'll do." I said, "Because I can't afford $87 for 16 pounds." And he was a medium-sized dog. He had a good appetite.
Well, the thing is a lot of people don't realize that the number one meat that dogs are allergic to is chicken. And a lot of people just feed it to them and don't even realize that their dogs are allergic to it, and they're having problems, and they're not paying attention to it. Dog food should never be made with chicken, ever, because it's such a high thing that they are allergic to. They also shouldn't have there's other meats, but chicken is the main one. That's why Royce gets pork now, because pork doesn't bother him.
I think is it Hypro?
Huh?
It's either Hypro or Purina has a venison and pea dog food that's what Cash eats. And Bill kept slopping, and he was like, he's not eating. I said, you keep changing his food. You got to find one food that he'll eat and stick with it. I said, dogs are not like people. I said,
Right.
their change of diet is their treats.
Yeah.
Oh man, let me
You
mention
pluck it first.
Plucking chickens. Plucking chickens is the suckiest job in the whole world on a farm.
Yeah.
Tell
That's
me
awful.
about it. We would dip them in boiling water so that the feathers would come out, and it still was a pain in the butt.
And they stunk.
Yes.
I don't care what you did with them, they stunk. And people's like, I would like to see today's kids have to try to pluck a chicken. How much you want to bet they'd be talking to it, plucking them feathers out while it was still alive, because they couldn't bear to kill
Well,
it.
first of all, I like to see chicken or people nowadays try and catch a chicken and then kill it, then pluck it.
John, most of my son's friends have chickens. They're pets. They live in the house. They wear diapers.
Wow.
Oh.
Holy
And I'm
moly.
like, that's a chicken in a diaper. They're like, well, I don't want to poop all over the house. And I'm like, it's a chicken. It lives outside. They're not even supposed to be in the house.
Mhm.
So a lady I watch on TikTok and Facebook, she has a lot of different animals, but right, she just barely got some goats, and her baby goat got pneumonia this last week, and so she can't leave it out in the barn because it's wheezing and it's had a high fever, so she had to bring it in the house. And she was holding the goat, and she says, "Minnie, I absolutely love you, but you're driving me crazy," because it was headbutting the dog, it was headbutting the cat, it was headbutting their legs, it was running all over, jumping on everything, it was eating their Christmas tree, because goats love pine trees. It's actually
Goats
really
will
good.
eat anything.
Well, pine trees are really good for goats, for their health, and so she actually gives them pine tree limbs outside. But so her husband yesterday built a heated enclosure in the barn for Miss Minnie to stay in until she gets better, because she's driving them crazy.
Now, we did bring a calf in once that got sick and kept it in the basement.
We had a duck that we brought in the
But
house
these
because it got
people-
bit.
These people live in apartments. When I say in the house, they live in apartments.
Oh, hell
There's
no.
place for a chicken to live.
Yeah. Greg says try plucking a Canada goose.
I can't, Greg, because as far as I know, it's illegal to shoot a Canadian goose in the United States.
Yeah.
Now, ducks are fair game.
We had ducks that were pets.
And man,
Only one came and got to come in the
Yes, yeah.
house.
we have a
And
lot of Canadian geese, and they don't leave. It's like they never. But I'm telling you, the coolest thing I ever seen is I worked in an office, and there was a little Canadian goose couple that decided to nest next to our parking lot because we was right on the river. And the next year, they came back, and when they came back, all of the babies that they hatched while they were there came back, and we would literally hold cars back and let them cross the parking lot.
Okay, now Canadian geese are protected under the Migratory Bird Treaty Act, that's signed in 1916
Mm-hmm.
between Canada and the U.S. But you can hunt Canadian geese in the U.S. if you are within hunting season. Have your specific permit, and you can actually get a permit through ePermit fws.gov. Blah 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 blah. I get the address right here for it, and you need a registration number from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife, so that you don't get it during breeding season.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what you hunt here; you have to have a license to hunt it.
Right.
But
You can
hunt Canadian geese, but it's illegal to hunt the bald eagle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
Anywhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even though we
It's
got more
also
bald
against
eagles
the
up here
law.
than you guys do down there. They're like freaking
It's
rats.
also-
Like Greg says, they're like feathered rats. Up here, freaking bald eagles are like freaking. They're like pigeons. There's freaking way too many of them.
Not here.
You can hit them with your truck, your car.
You also cannot kill, or you better not get caught killing a bat in the United States.
Yep. And
Really?
in West Virginia,
I didn't know that.
the state will give you a stipend to put up bat boxes.
Yep.
To provide habitat, because where they closed all the mines and capped them, or not all of them, but so many of them here, that that was the bats' habitat, so they took their habitat away.
Well, bats are very vital to our ecosystem,
Yep.
and so we need them to keep our ecosystem so that it doesn't go off kilter. And so they're extremely important to keep the bats. Of course,
Well,
I don't want them in my house anymore.
Mom,
I've gotten 4 of them out, and I don't want them in my house anymore.
Yep.
But they still find their little old ways in.
Greg, let me tell you a little secret. No carnivorous bird tastes good when you eat it. if a bird eats meat, it does not taste good. It does something to their muscle. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, no, thank you. Well, they're protected by law here, so
Yeah, you can't kill bats. Well, there are certain bats you can get rid of, but most of them
Well,
are
I mean,
protected.
my
not
ex
the ones that are, like
from
live.
Germany, and she
live
brought my niece here to meet me, and so she could meet our dad before he passed away. And we were sitting this before I had a roof on my front porch, and we were sitting out there, and it was like September, just kicked back, and she kept looking up, and she goes, "What is that?" And I looked up, and I was like, "That's the bats." She freaked out, and I was like, "They're not going to bother you."
As long as you leave them alone, they won't bother you.
They never got around us, but man, that year, I mean, we had a lot of bats, but we had absolutely no mosquitoes.
Exactly.
So I welcome the bats.
Except for I don't want them
Oh.
in my house.
No,
Bats
I
are
don't
actually
want to have the house capped up so they can't get in.
But I will tell you that one thing I have noticed since I got that last bat out of the house is there's more bugs and spiders downstairs. Yeah, they're not eating them. But I don't want a bat in the house.
I don't, because the guano, they're birds, they poop, but it will literally rot wood.
Yeah. And they smell. They can just stay outside.
Oh, really, Greg? I mean, I know that, they say, I didn't know if that was an old wives' tale or not. I know that they've always said bats carry rabies.
They do. Some do.
And why didn't he go to the doctor for it? And
yeah, because if he had gone, he
bad.
would have gotten the shots and he would have died from it.
I mean, the shots suck by what I hear, but you'll survive.
Yeah.
Well, if he was scratched, it probably didn't occur to him.
It could be, but
Yeah,
if any
I
bat
guess.
comes
And
near
then
me,
you
I'd
have
go
the
to
whole macho factor.
Oh, yeah. Got scratched.
And no, that is not a knock against men, because I love men. That's got nothing to do with it. But yeah, you guys, you have that reputation.
What reputation?
Yeah.
Hey, I have 5 brothers and I've been married for over 30 years. There's a macho factor in every man.
My husband, he will go outside. He'll do something. He'll come back in. He's bleeding all over the place. I'm like, oh my gosh. He's like, it's okay. I said, no, you're going to get blood all over. It's not okay.
It's just a scratch.
You're worried about the clean house.
Blood out of it.
Well, I don't. He's a diabetic, and
just a cut artery.
I know, but he's a diabetic, and so he takes blood thinners because he's got his heart issue. So I don't want him bleeding, and I don't want him getting. He is a picker, so if he has a scab, he picks it.
Well, yeah,
And-
just captured it.
Well, yes, but the problem is then it bleeds again, and diabetics don't heal as fast, and they can get infections. And I've known lots of people that has died or had to get part of their body amputated off because of an infection from a small little sore that became big. Like my sister, of course, she didn't die, but she ended up losing all of her toes because she had a little sore and she didn't take care of it, and it went septic because she's a diabetic.
Greg said he did realize he was scratched till he had symptoms and it was too late.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
That is too bad.
But yeah, my sister almost lost her foot when she was, I think, like 25, 26. She got a mosquito bite on between her big toe and the next one, and she kept digging at it. I was looking at her one day and her foot was swelled up and she said it was sore. And I was looking, I said, you got a red streak going up your leg. And she said, what? And I said, I said, you got blood poisoning. I said, you better tell mom and dad. And she goes, oh, it's just I was like, no. I said, and she went and showed my mom. My mom's like, get dressed. We have to go to the ER. She said, you have blood poisoning.
Exactly.
Infection, yeah.
So
when I when I had
What are you making, John? I'll let you say.
What's it look like? I'll let you guess.
Okay, so Bledsoe, he wants you to guess.
when I had that one surgery on my foot, I had ended up just cutting it. I was taking care of it, and then took a shower, dressed it, whatever. And the next morning, I had a red line running up my foot or down to my ankle.
Mm-hmm.
So I immediately called the podiatrist because that's who I was seeing. I was like, I've got a red line. He's like, come right in. And he doctored it up and stuff, and we did all kinds of stuff and then got rid of the infection, but by then the infection was in the bone.
Yep.
And when it's in the bone, you just have to remove the bone. That's why I had to put surgery to have the bone removed in my toe.
Right. Well, yeah. Once this infection is in your bone, that's not good.
Yeah, and I was like, well, can't you just inject something into the bone? He's like, it doesn't work that way.
That's why my sister lost all of her toes off of her foot. Because the infection got into the bone.
Yeah, it was in the joint in my toes, so that's why they did surgery. Remove the joint.
Neck/face warmer / cowl / keep my face warm.
He's trying to keep his face from freezing off in Canada.
Yeah.
It'd be good for that. It would be like the blanket yarn, which that'd be warm.
You know what else would be good? Move somewhere so warm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would. Yeah, or just stay inside where it's warm and don't go outside.
Yeah. Let's see, how cold is it right now? Really? It's pretty warm out. Oh yeah, it's supposed to warm up too.
What is it here? It's 32 here.
It was really nice and warm today. My husband went outside in a short sleeve shirt.
Not here. It was windy this morning, so it was frigid.
Oh, today it got to 62 here. That's why. It's 42.
It's 10 Fahrenheit, right?
Well, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's 42 right now, but it's going to be in the 50s the rest of the week and going back up into the 60s.
Wow.
That's what we do here. In January, we'll get really cold for like 2.5, 3 weeks, and then we'll get the chilly part of the time and warm part of the time, and then it'll just be spring for 4 weeks, and then we'll be into summer.
Yeah, I don't like the winters here too much.
Huh?
I don't like the winters here too much.
Yeah, you get lots of snow and it's really cold.
Yeah.
Nobody likes the winters. Everybody always bitches about them.
Yeah.
What?
You don't mind the cold as much as when it's like ice. And when you're slipping and stuff. Because when I fall, I get hurt now.
Everybody bitches about their winter. Even Australia, they bitch about their summers because it's too freaking cold down there.
You know what?
I doesn't bother me unless it's like really like negative 30. Okay, that's a little too cold.
I really don't bitch about the weather here because it's so much different and better than Utah that it doesn't bother me.
Or Kentucky.
No, because when I was in Kentucky, they had the years we were there, they had quite a bit of snow, and they don't know how to freaking deal with snow. And so, yeah, I didn't like that because I was at work. They sent us home early. The snow plows got stuck in the snow. So we were all stuck. And I'm like, you guys have got to be kidding me. Don't you know how to drive?
They do. They get snow every year. They just don't remember from one year.
And they shut down. They shut down. A little flurry and everything shuts down. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
Was it Pennsylvania? I forget where that. No, she was in Virginia. Somewhere in Virginia. I can't think of the name of it now. It's like they get a little bit of ice and the whole town shuts down. Everybody's running to the store for milk and bread.
That's
And
the
I
way it
think,
is.
seriously?
That's the way it is in
Heck
Kentucky, and
yeah.
that's the way it is here too. A little bit of ice and everything shuts down. I'm like, are you guys crazy? Because you go to Utah, and the year that I was pregnant with my last daughter, in one snowstorm we got 46 inches of snow,
Oh, Jesus.
and yeah, and we plowed it, and the schools did not get shut down, stores did not get shut down, nothing got shut down, and on January 2nd, and school hadn't gotten, because of the day of the New Year's Eve was, the school were not open yet for from Christmas break. By the time it was open, I think on the 4th, they had cleaned all the snow off the roads, and nothing got shut down. First time when I moved to Kentucky, and they had a little bit of flurries and they shut everything down. I'm like, what? But they
Yeah,
do that.
I just think it's crazy.
They do that here too.
Yeah,
I'm
so
like,
blessed with hot chocolate weather, definitely.
yeah. Here, most all but where you, I'm in Kansas, so I'm in the plains. Um, it's flat, lots of wind, but we've only, last year was the only time we saw any real snow, and it was 5 inches, and that's like nothing.
Yeah, that's no big deal.
5 inches, but it
Well,
shut the whole state down, even
Oh,
the
wow.
highways.
I guarantee you there's going to be a day or two in late January, February when it gets to minus 50. I'll go to work and be able to let everybody go home. We're going to tell them not to bother coming in. I'll still have to go to work, though.
Yep.
And nothing else will be open.
You've been to Kansas City? That is 4 hours from where I live. It's Kansas City. I live literally pretty much in the middle of the state. It's almost smack dab in the middle of the state. Because it takes me 4 hours to drive out of the state east, and 4 hours to drive out of the state west.
I could drive 4 hours and still be in the same province.
Well, yeah, that's the way it is in Texas or in Alaska. But it depends on the shape of the state. Like Tennessee, if you go from west to east or east to west, it's going to be a probably more than one day or pretty close.
When does anyone make homemade hot chocolate
I do.
anymore? We just made a hot chocolate mix here a couple days ago.
Yep, I make my own hot
On the
chocolate.
stove.
I've made it in a crock pot before. With heavy cream and chocolate bark or chocolate bars, I mean, and yeah. But yeah, normally we make just a mix because it needs to be sugar free.
Oh gosh, it's past my bedtime. I gotta go.
Oh my God.
2 minutes past.
6 minutes past your bedtime.
I
Well-
actually looked at the clock and I was just like, I wonder what Connie's going to say it's time for Dad.
Are you talking about a mix?
All right,
Or
guys.
like in a crock pot or something, bless.
I'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys have
All
a
right,
good night.
Okay.
Okay. Good night.
Night. If you're talking about like in a crock pot or on a stove, I use the chocolate bars. And then
You
sweetened
gotta use
condensed milk.
you gotta use baker's chocolate.
You add some of that in too, if you want it more chocolatey. And you add sweetened condensed milk. What was it? We ended up adding like half and half. sugar, and
Half a pound of
marshmallow.
sugar.
I didn't say a pound of sugar. I just said some sugar.
Oh, I heard half a pound of sugar.
No, no. I don't measure anything when I make it. I just make it.
So
No, it was like
I
no.
use
I added like half and half cream.
And a little bit of vanilla.
Yes.
I I use baker's chocolate and butter just to soften it up and get it melted down. Then I whip in some whipping cream into it. Then uh,
Hmm.
on a separate bowl, condensed milk and half, and then bring that to a simmer, and then add that to the chocolate. Whip it up and let it simmer for about 5-10 minutes maybe, and it's so frothy and so filling.
And if you really want to
Or
kick it up a notch and you can find some, a, this is to like a pot of hot, not a cup, like a teaspoon of espresso powder. If you're doing it by the cup, then say like a fourth of a teaspoon.
Like
It
a
brings out
pinch.
the flavor. You don't taste the coffee. It brings out the flavor of the chocolate.
You just like
yeah,
a pinch of it.
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
if
don't take it.
you really want, you throw in some spiced rum in there too.
I do
Yeah.
like rum.
Marshmallow fluff.
Yeah.
Kraken, the Kraken spiced rum though. That stuff goes into baking so nicely.
She just asked a simple question. Here we're giving recipes.
And yes,
When you
so
ask.
Les, I have used the Hershey's powder, but I'm going to give you a little tip here. If you're going to use the Hershey's powder, take milk, just regular milk, whole milk, 2%, whatever you drink. Because I make my hot chocolate with half and half of heavy cream. But take the milk, warm it to where it's just a little uncomfortable for you to put your pinky in it. Put the Hershey's powder in there first and whisk it and keep whisking it until it dissolves and then use it because that way you don't have grainy chocolate in your hot chocolate if you use the powder.
Yeah.
There's John.
You
We
must
knew
be done.
I had to pull this hat out, John.
Why? Don't like it?
I kept looking at it because what I was doing is I had it on the kitchen table, and while something was in the oven or I had to like it was doing its thing and I had to wait, I was sitting down and doing it, and I forgot to do my slip stitches at the end, so I had to pull
Oh.
out like 3 rows. I was just sitting here looking at it, and I'm like, that is not right. There's something not right, and then it dawned on me what it was.
So this will be my neck warmer / face warmer.
Ha, Greg, that's
Okay.
what we say every time we get home, because as soon as you open the door, the dogs rush you. Because even if you've been gone 10 minutes, they act like you've been gone for 10 years, and we always give them a treat before we leave, just something to keep them busy, keep them happy, and they're always starving when we get home, like we haven't fed them in 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. It's like looking at the bowl and running back and looking at you like there's nothing in that. You starved me. And you can tell how starved my dogs are.
Yeah. As starved as motorboat is.
Yeah. And Misty, I know Misty, she waits till we get company and she comes in and she's just screaming at her bowl and they're like, oh, look, she's hungry. And I just looked at her and she's always hungry.
Mm-hmm. You just have to walk by her bowl and she's wanting food.
Yeah, but she'll run in here, she'll act like that, and she'll eat 2 bites and then go back outside. And Lord help it if the food in her bowl isn't fresh. She does not eat stale food.
I'm not sure what I'm doing for work tomorrow. I should be on tomorrow night with some more crocheting shows for everybody. Maybe I'll finish up my. I'll wear my hat tomorrow. I'll get some pictures at work, and then I'll finish up my face warmer here. We'll see how that works.
Awesome.
Cool.
Anybody got anything else to say?
No, just have a good night, everyone.
Yep.
Thank everyone for joining us.
Be good, and if you can't be good, blame John.
That's right.
Blame Joe. Blame Connie. She's already gone. You can blame her instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Take care.
Night.
See you later.
Night, everybody.